This public service announcement has been paid for by Uncle Van
All right, let's get to it. Y'all know what I'm here to talk about this week. Let's just get right into it. Hey. All right. What up, though, man? Welcome back. Uncle Vick Rants. We are here, the show where I react to everybody's reactions. So, let me calm it down, man. This Little Louisiana Fest, New Orleans. And before we get into that, woosah. Don't mind me looking up at the camera, man. I'm watching the selection coverage, trying to see. Looks like Trump is at 210, Kamala's at 91 right now. I hate to say I called it, but I did so. I don't know how to feel about this, but before I talk about something that I do care about, I gotta talk about something I don't care about. And what that would be is America, the beautiful, the land of the free, home of the brave. Anyway, yeah, man, so I'm glad this shit is finally over. I'm glad the text messages are stopping. I'm glad it ain't over yet, but it's over. I don't know what to say about America, man. I'm watching all of y'all fight each other and delete me. Like, who gives a fuck if y'all don't agree with the same things? Did y'all vote? I didn't. Before you stone me or stop the episode, whatever. If you stop the episode, whatever. But I just don't subscribe to a lot of this shit, and I could get into the reasoning why, but it doesn't matter. It's so tribalistic. I don't even think we're voting for candidates. We're voting for personalities at this point. Does anybody know the policies? Does anybody care? I'm sure people do, but do y'all believe them? Because that's all they ever do is sell us dreams, use us as the scapegoat, and I have been around since Reagan or Bush, whichever one was first. Whoever was first, whichever one. I'm sure I was born, whatever the case. Anyway, yeah, I think it was Reagan first. And in my lifetime, I've seen crack, Reaganomics, all that shit. COVID, swine flu, bird flu, name a flu, Ebola, stimulus checks, 94 crime bill, all of this stuff, right? And the way I see it, the outrage marketing is working. They always run on the platform of advertising and selling themselves to black people, right? And we just run with it. And now we so confused and we don't know what to do. And everybody, niggas is like, oh, Trump gonna give us some checks and come out and Kamala lock niggas up. And at the end of the day, man, I always say this. Right wing, left wing, it's all a part of the same fucked up bird. I have a very poignant explanation about how I feel about this, but I'm not gonna give it to you. It's not worth it to do it. I will say this, though. I see people, whether they racist or not, prejudiced or not, small town, big city, all of us argue about red and blue like Bloods and Crips. And we argue and we fight and we debate and we sling hate at each other all day long over these parties and these people that represent them. And it causes so much division and separation between just all parties involved in America. Yet, the Republicans and the Democrats' kids get married and have kids with each other. So that says all it needs to say to me. I'm just under the belief that we live in a world where I think before the 2030s is over, yeah, the 30s, I'm not talking about the 20s, I know what I said. I believe that we're going to see Kim Kardashian be the president. gasp, right? Y'all, that might sound unrealistic to some people, but this is America. Na 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 na. Y'all can see where this is. She already freeing niggas out of jail and all of that. Like, see how the Jenners and the Kardashians take everything over. Why? And Kanye walked so Kim could run. So would it be that surprising to you? Possibly not. But I don't really give a fuck about this shit. I'm actually just getting entertainment out of watching all y'all argue because humanity is stupid. Even the smart humans. Sometimes we so smart, we stupid. But beyond that, I call Trump being the projected winner, not because I think I'm for Trump or I'm for Kamala. I'm not for any of them. But he got the niggas this time. He got us believing that he gonna lead us to the promised land and get us some money. And he just may do that. He's a businessman. Don't mean that he ain't gonna use the government to blow our fucking heads off after he give us some money. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that shit. Hot boys. Hot. The hot boys. The hot boys is back. The hot boys is back. Please give us a tour, Cash Money. Please roll out a Hot Boys album for next spring and summer. Please, when Carter 6 drop, preview it. Come on, man. Give us everything that we asked for with this reunion, man. Louisiana Fest. Great. Y'all know me, man. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And we're going to talk about Lil Wayne today. Louisiana Fest was in New Orleans. And y'all know the big fuss. Wayne didn't get the Super Bowl, but I'm the first one to say I'm phony. Because if y'all watch the episode of Bishop and Steele, I kicked Lil Wayne back in about him not being Super Bowl ready. Or whatever the verbiage I used. But does not mean that Lil Wayne can't headline a Super Bowl, in my opinion. I just knew that this needed to be his Super Bowl. We needed Wayne. When I said that Wayne isn't for the Super Bowl, it does not mean that Wayne don't have the hits or Wayne don't have the catalog. Wayne got pop songs and rock songs and all. Wayne proved that night that he is a legitimate icon, a fucking rock star. That's who Lil Wayne is. A hip-hop icon rock star. Now, I love the show. I hate some of the pages who tried to create narratives like, oh, this is who you wanted over Kendrick Lamar. We always have to juxtapose one versus the other, and I ain't here to do that. I will say this, though. I am for Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl, but it does not mean that Wayne can't do it. I would have just rather seen, I just know they won't let Wayne be Wayne. No lighter flick, no blunts on stage. No, what we got the other night, those records. They performed those records in full. Some of those records you have never seen performed in full. And I went to Cash Money Rough Riders. I saw the Hot Boys in their prime. Some of those records weren't even performed in 99. Understand that. This was a very classic moment. And shout out to Young Turk, man. Because I've been seeing Turk fight for this. Getting this just due. These guys been beefing. They've been going back and forth trying to make this happen for so long. Cases, money problems, beefs, internal beefs, all of that, man. And so just happy. I laughed. Fireman Juice on Bishop and Steele said, he said, what happens when Lil Wayne do Fireman? And I laughed that shit out the room. Fireman, fire. But when that shit hit, though, I was in here like, whoa, Ric Flair. I was in here happy as it hit, man. Certain records hit. Hustler Music would blow up a stadium off the turf, man. But man, there's not too much I could say. He picked a lot of great songs. He still left so much shit on the table. I done watched it 2 or 3 times and I still don't even remember every record he did. I don't know if he did She Will, but She Will with a hit. It was good to see them guys looking healthy. It was good to see them having fun. It was good to see footage of the rehearsals, to see them being brothers in arms. Man, I miss my dogs. Like, yo, that would have been crazy if did I Miss My Dogs and then went into that. He bought Flauze out from Louisiana State /rapper. That was dope. There's not much I can say about this other than it was an amazing experience. I felt like I was there. I wish I would have been in there. When Back That Ass dropped, when Back That Ass Up dropped, I can imagine, New Orleans is home of the twerkers. They invented twerking before you niggas was even calling it. before the rest of y'all was even calling it twerking. And I know that arena was slapping, bro. I just know that they got to it. And it was just good to see happen. But now let me speak to you people who just don't know, right? See, I feel like this night affected a certain crowd of people. And I feel like if you was in high school from anywhere, if you was in high school from anywhere from 2000 and down is in the 90s. If you're of the age of, I'd say 36, 37-ish and up, this was incredible. Not to say, and before we all get into Vicks and ages, you start crying because I always find something to cry about. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that y'all didn't appreciate it. I'm not saying that y'all wasn't affected. I'm not saying that when y'all was in middle school, elementary school, y'all wasn't Hot Boy fans. I am not saying that. But I'm saying, for the people this music really spoke to, who was outside and just living in that time, bro, this was an incredible moment. And we rarely get to see it happen. We get to see the Wu-Tang, but we get to see Wu-Tang without Dirty. We'll never see another Mobb Deep show. We get to see the Locks, because the Locks is the Locks, and they got this perfect rapport almost, where you've never seen the Locks have too much external drama for the world. Whatever their internal drama was, they kept it to themselves. Outkast, we don't see Outkast no more. Pimp C is gone. UGK is, you dig what I'm saying? There ain't even too many groups from that era left that can still even do this. And this is why in hip hop, we should appreciate our legends more. And, oh, you niggas getting old. Well, the goal is to get old. Aging is the gift. Aging is the gift. Because the opposite of old, or the opposite of young, is old. The opposite of old is dead. You should want to grow old. So to see all them get old, Lil Wayne got his bald spots fixed up. We back. We're back in business, baby. We are back in business. It was a great show. I don't really have much to say about it, other than it was a great show, and this should be appreciated and heralded. And come on, Amazon, put that out. I don't know if the Kendrick show is on Amazon still. I know we YouTube it all. They be live streamed, then they don't be there no more. But y'all need to, like, that's a relic. Like it's a new relic. Put that up somewhere and frame that. That just that image of them on stage hugging and dancing and smoking and drinking. That's why we didn't need to be done at the Super Bowl. Something that's media and corporation driven. That's about ad dollars and not about preserving culture. That was culture. When we say culture, that's what we mean. When we say culture, the Hot Boy reunion is what we mean when we say culture. That New Orleans, man, regionality in hip hop, something that I miss. Again, man, I don't have anything else to say outside of, I hope we get a new Hot Boy album. Who knows what music, with Manny Fresh production. Do you understand the Cash Money sound? There is no Drake, no Nicki. There is not a lot of things. There's not a lot of things. NBA Youngboy even. There's not a lot of things. If you listen to old Lil Wayne, for y'all who don't know, go back and, I'm not talking about 500 Degrees, Squad Up mixtapes, The Drought, Dedication. I'm not talking, go back and listen to Lights Out and Block is Hot, and it was so many records I just wanted to play a minute ago, and that's why I'm excited for once. Because for once, I know I'm phony and said I was tired of talking about dusty ass rappers, but these ain't the dusty ones for once. This is some legendary, iconic shit right here. BG. Welcome home, BG, if I ain't said that shit. Welcome home, BG. I'm so glad to see BG home. If you know anything about Detroit, you know BG got an extensive history here. I didn't encounter that man in the hood plenty of times out here. Back in the day. Like, boy, man, BG, salute, Juvie, like, just Manny Fresh, just being Manny Fresh, just jolly, dancing, bling, bling. Man, as much as y'all don't like Birdman, salute Baby, because none of this happens without Baby. None of this happens without him. Man, I don't know what to say outside of amazing. Good job. And to see Wayne get his flowers that way, to see Master P salute him. If y'all know the history between just the hoods in New Orleans, Third Ward, fucking like the Magnolia Projects, the Melf, if you know about the history of New Orleans and in the streets, forget the rap for a minute, because that is culture too. That is, just to see them on stage together, that was beautiful. To see Mac and Mia X and all of them, to see No Limit and Cash Money in the same building, everybody was smiling and saluting, and they gave Wayne his Walk of Fame star in New Orleans. I can't wait to go back. I want to go see it personally. It was just beautiful, man. And Wayne is the greatest artist in New Orleans in history, and he was already solidified as one of the greatest rappers of all time. No matter who your personal goat is, we could argue all day, Wayne, Kendrick, Jay-Z, yada, yada. I hate that. Or we can't just salute a nigga without bringing up other niggas. Or we can't just salute somebody without putting somebody against another one, especially of our people. Everything is so polarizing today. Everything has to be beef. Everything has to be a problem. So over the whiners. So over the complainers. And I complain a lot. I have a show about complaining. But at the end of the day, man, the day gonna end, and it was a great show. And it was a legendary night for New Orleans, and I'm happy for Lil Wayne and everybody who was on that stage and everybody who was in attendance to see that show. Man, even if they go on tour, you'll never get that moment. You'll get a bunch of other new moments, some great moments. But that moment, the Hot Boys reuniting after 20 years in New Orleans, man, what else can be asked for? We know Kendrick gonna put on a hell of a show at Super Bowl, and boy, you better. Because no matter how people feel about it, Lil Wayne set a precedent. And I would love to see him do Super Bowl. Let's see Lil Wayne and friends. Let's see him. When he got records with Katy Perry or somebody. I didn't say I want to see Katy Perry, but I'm just saying. Call Nicki, call Drake, do a Wayne show where he could get off. Because he got records that'll hit. He do. And end of the day, man, it's a great day for hip hop and music. And I don't really want to end on a somber note, but rest in peace, Quincy Jones, man. Another icon. That man did Sanford and Son, the theme song. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he gave us that. He gave us Thriller, you know? And everybody already talking negative. Well, we not gonna say rest in peace till we know if Quincy Jones invented the freak off. Boy, him and Richard Pryor, you know, too soon? Too soon. Hey, we know, like Diddy invented the remix, he remixed the freak off from Quincy Jones. Look, man, the contributions to pop culture, black culture. Let's talk about that. We ain't gotta vilify or villainize nobody in this moment, man. Rest in peace to the legend Quincy Jones, who lived almost 100 years or something like that, somewhere in there. He was an old guy, man. Condolences to his kids and family, because we talk about these people because they're famous and they live their lives in front of us, and I don't care to get into the personal, but these people got kids and grandkids and all of that stuff, man. They're still affected by some of that. And if you don't get our jokes off, cool, but the disrespect for dead people today, hey, man, don't get me the line and try to make me make sense of it. And I get it. I crack a few jokes. Dark humor is okay to me. But, man, we ain't got to always go to the extra extreme. Me with the I did not vote sticker. Yeah. Call us hypocritical, why don't y'all? Oh, God, bro. I ain't here for much, man. I just wanted to say rest in peace to the legend. Salute Wayne. Great show. I don't have much to talk about. Prayers with everybody for these next few years. Prayers to all of us. America, we need it. We need healing and help and therapy and a bunch of other stuff. Look at how crazy we acting over this election. Looking like Trump is the projected winner, man. Accept it. But I will be on social media tomorrow to watch you guys react and argue and make fun of it. Because Somebody gotta laugh at this shit. All you can do is laugh, man. I mean, you know, you got some mental instabilities out here where people don't have such a good time laughing. And maybe that's a part of my defense mechanism and mental instabilities in my own, is to make fun at because this is a serious issue. Women's bodies, high groceries, just everything that's happening with America, bro. How about we take this time and breathe, woosah, and just try to love each other a little bit more. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why... I'm out of here, man. Don't do it for the likes. Or just do it for the likes. But still, love what you do. Uncle Vick out, man. I am done. I'm having fun. The hot boys, the niggas is the... Uncle Vick out, man. I am done. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Love and light. All that good stuff.